everybody. Welcome back to the Bell Being Global Affairs Zoom Room. Now, today I'm doing a quick video to address a saying that I've heard a lot lately, which is that Israeli Jews are actually Europeans. Now, I, as always, have done the research for you. I have the data to show if that is or is not true. So we're going to jump into it with the slides. But before I share my slides, I want you to take a moment and think of what you think the answer to this question is. Are Jewish Israelis really Europeans? So take a moment to think about that, and I'm going to share my slides with the data that's going to show the answer. Okay, I hope you've had a moment to reflect and think about the answer to, do you think that Jewish Israelis are actually Europeans? As always, at Bell Being Global, we're here to give you unbiased, objective facts so that you'll have the facts when you're talking about what's going on in Israel and Palestine. So let's jump into the data. According to the Israel Central Bureau of Statistics, the ethnic breakdown in Israel as of 2022 is as follows. The Jewish population, as you can see here, is about 72% of the ethnic population in Israel. And the second most populous group is the Arab ethnicity, and that's about 20%. And lastly, we have other, which is less than 10%. So as you can see, when you look at the demographics of Israel by ethnicity, the Jewish population is by and large the biggest population in Israel. Now, we're trying to answer the question, is the Jewish population in Israel really European? So now that we have that ethnicity, let's dig in a little bit to that 73%. Now, according to the CIA World Factbook, they've broken down the Jewish ethnic breakdown by where that population was born. So if you look at the chart here on the screen, you see overwhelmingly almost 80% of people in Israel of Jewish ethnicity was born in Israel. Behind that, and there's a long way behind that, about 13% were born in a combination of Europe, America, and Oceania. We have about 5% that was born in Africa, and even less than that that was born in Asia. So looking at the Israel Jewish ethnicity breakdown according to where they were born, as you can see, most of the Jewish population in Israel was actually born in Israel. Very little of the Jewish population was born in Europe specifically. And if you even throw in America and Oceania with Europe, as you see, you're only a little bit over 10% of the population. So what that tells us is that it is false to say, if you're looking at from where someone was born, that most of the Jewish population in Israel is in fact European. Now, I suspect that when some people say they're European, what they're really talking about is heritage and not necessarily where they were born. So let's dig a little deeper. Let's look at the heritage of the population for the people of Jewish ethnicity in Israel to see what the breakdown would be. So, according to the Journal of Ethnic and Migration Studies, a 2018 article that was written by Noah Lewin Epstein, and forgive me if I say this incorrectly, Eunan Cohen. Here's the breakdown on the slide of Israeli-born Jewish ethnic origins. Now, if you see this, we have 45% that's Mizrahi. We have about 32% that's Ashkenazi. We have a little bit less than 10% that's mixed. So it's a mixture of these different options. We have about 13% that's USSR, which is my assumption. It was done in 2018 when the USSR is no longer there. So we're talking about Russia. And then we have less than 5% that's Ethiopia. Now let's talk about what these titles mean. Now, Mizrahi is a catch-all phrase that's used to describe Jewish people that are from the Arab and Islamic world. Ashkenazi is a catch-all phrase that is used to describe Jewish people that are from Europe. Again, I already explained USSR, that would be Russia. Ethiopia would be from Ethiopia, and the mix would be a mixture of these four options. So as you can see, 45%, which is the biggest percentage on this chart, is Mizrahi. And again, that's a catch-all phrase to describe Jewish people from the Arab and the Islamic world. Now, what does this mean? That means that the majority of the Israeli-born Jewish ethnic group are not European. They don't have a European heritage, because that European heritage, again, is Ashkenazi. And we can see here that's about 32, 33%. The biggest group is the Mizrahi group. So, in conclusion, the answer to the question, are Jewish Israelis really European? It's no. The majority of Israelis, the majority of the Israeli Jewish population was actually born in Israel, as we've seen. And when you look at ethnic origin, the majority of Jewish Israelis are Mizrahi, which is not involve a European heritage. So thank you for joining. Thank you for watching this video. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe so you know whenever we have new videos. Check out my blog for more details and subscribe to my premium videos so that you can get more in-depth analysis. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.